Hello, beloved ones. 𝙎𝙏𝙊𝙋 here, your authentic self-embodiment coach and quantum healer. I love talking about embodiment, and I love this quote from Ralph Emerson. Who you are being and what you are doing is getting on the way. I can't hear what you are saying. And as I always say, before you open the door, your energy has already greeted the people in the room. So it's not about what you say, it's who you are. It's the frequency that you emanate. Your relationship is a reflection of you. Your business is a reflection of you. So my question today, as I say, stop making empty promises. What is your intention? Because we are starting a new month. In the past month, past month or yesterday or last week, you might have been going through whatever that you're going through. And today is a new day. It's a new month. Maybe you have promised yourself in the past 6 months, in the past 6 weeks, in the past 6 years that next year I'm gonna make this happen. Next week I'm gonna make this happen. Tomorrow I'm starting. Probably it's something to do with your health. Probably it's something to do with your with you really showing up and serving those people who are here to receive that service from you, whatever that you are here to do, because you know you are the only one who can do that. This is why I took you back to that little child who was excited because there is a trip that they're going to make, because he's going to go watch a football with probably the father, you know, that person that you are longing for the love the most. And as I'm speaking, one thing that I love to invite you is that as I'm speaking, probably a memory is coming through for you of something that you went through when you felt disappointed, when you felt let down, and what did you make of that? Something happened in that moment. There's a belief that you formed that you are not worthy, you are not enough. Because I see this with the people that I work with. I've experienced it from my work, and I've experienced it as well as a parent from the eyes of my child. And as I said, even if I try to go and buy something for my son, it's not what he wanted. He didn't want it from me. It did not taste the same. And even if someone can go and do what you are meant to do, it won't be the same because it won't have your imprint. It won't have your frequency. So the more you tell yourself something that I'm going to do this next month, I'm going to do this next year, I'm going to do this someday and all that, and you don't show up, it's just an empty promise. Eventually, you're going to believe your story because what you are creating subconsciously and in your energetic systems is that you keep on lying to yourself. I am not worthy enough to make a promise to myself and fulfill it. My dream is not worthy enough for me to show up for it. It's not worthy for me to invest in myself, you know, because at times I'm gonna go and do this. I'm gonna get the money and go do it, and you don't do it. Because there is somewhere you don't believe you are worthy enough. Somewhere you don't believe it's not worth it for you to commit in your dream. Somewhere is you believe that it's not worth it for you to show up for yourself. So already you are deeming yourself as a failure, and eventually you're gonna believe your story. So stop making empty promises. And one other thing, as I'm speaking about that little child who was promised something, and at the end it did not work out, and maybe a replacement was brought in to say, okay, fine, go with your aunt, go with your cousin, go with whoever. And as much as, yeah, you ended up doing that, but it was not the person that you intended to do whatever that you were meant to do with. And probably these beliefs of you standing yourself up are coming from what was done to you. And as I say, the worst betrayal is the betrayal of the self. So where are you betraying yourself? So where are you repeating the same actions that were done to you by your caretakers, by your parents, by your uncle, by your sister, by the people in your community, by the people in the society? Where are you doing the same thing that was done to you? Where are you making false promises to yourself that you are not willing to fulfill? And what does that say to you? Just breathe into that. What does that say to you? To walk every day with your head high, knowing that you are showing up for yourself, or you somehow look outside of you and you blame other people who are maybe betray you, who are maybe standing you up, like you have an agreement and they don't show up, and you ask yourself, why are they doing this to me? So I'm just here to ask you, where are you doing that to yourself? Because it starts with you. If you promise yourself something and you fulfill it, you know, you actually start seeing that rippling in your outside life, where people, when they make a promise, they show up for you. Where are you making empty promises for yourself, and what is that doing to you? And probably you are also doing it to your children because somebody is doing it to you. And this is why I'm inviting you for this clarity call, for us to have a look at those belief systems that might be a gap between you and your dreams, a gap between you and you, because there is something that happened that made you believe you are not worthy, that made you believe it's okay for you to make an empty promise to yourself. And you realize that this pattern is showing up even in your relationship, because how we relate with others is based on how we relate with ourselves. How you relate with others is dictated by the relationship that you have with yourself. So at times we are quick to look outside of ourselves and say, oh, they're doing this, whatever, and all that. But we don't sit down and ask ourselves, I promised myself that I'm gonna work on my health. I'm gonna get my shape back so that I can be on shape and all that, but I'm not doing that. I promised myself to eat much better. I ain't doing that. I always tell myself that I deserve a better relationship, but I'm still here settling with what I have, where you get to receive less than what you've settled for, because we all know that. I always promise myself that I'll show up and use my gifts to serve those who are praying every day and say, God, I need a solution to this. You are the one with the solution and you are sitting down with it. And yet you know you are the only one who can do what you're here to do. No one can do you. Your people are waiting for you because you've had an agreement with them at a soul level to say, I'm going to come and I'm going to learn and I'll show up for you. But you are not showing up for yourself. You keep on promising yourself, tomorrow I'm going to make it. Tomorrow I'm going to make it. What is standing in your way in your dreams? What is standing in your way in your beliefs? Reach out if you are ready for this clarity call. Probably is the only thing that you need for you to start now showing up for yourself fully. Are you ready to commit to yourself? Or are you going to keep on doing the same thing that you've been doing over and over again? I can't wait to serve you. So please reach out and let's make this happen, because I know you deserve better, as much as you always tell yourself. And now it's time you walk the talk. Much love.